make a presentation.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. No, it's a privilege actually to be a part of this event. And I already made a little bit of discussion, I was part of whatever deliberations I had to have. But at the same time, was also wanting to show some of the technology, latest technologies, emerging technologies, and, in terms of e-governance. Oh, sorry. I pressed something. Wait a minute, huh? Touched upon that India's current tech infrastructure that we have. Why it is happening like this? It goes straight away to the last slide. Maybe. So let me just briefly touch upon few of the slides. Your global e-gov maturity trend. Everybody talked about e-governance, different stages where we are. Just as per the Lane and Lee model. So there are 4 different stages of e-governance actually. One is catalog, transaction, vertical, and horizontal. Just now, Principal Secretary has mentioned about passport also. How to have end-to-end one-stop shop solution. For example, passport is available fine, but for police verification, backend is not yet integrated. So that stage is actually the horizontal integration that will take care of. So at this stage, we first had this, information available, then transaction online available, then vertical integration. Up to that stage, I think India has, reached. Next level would be real one-stop shop solution, which would take care of all the back-end integration, a common platform, all the issues that we are currently facing. That stage we will reach as per the global e-gov maturity trend. We are in number 3 actually. So, and also ease of doing business. Everybody, we read a lot about the ease of doing business in India. So now new government has also coming up with a lot of reforms and saying that, we welcome all private entities to work, because we are working towards doing business, making easy for you to do business. But at the same time, if you look into the World Bank record, ease of doing business in India is still 143. And starting a business is actually 158. So that actually takes off what? This takes off the procedures that we have. Since we have to, go many different offices, and then all this procedural, then it times and cost of manpower, everything. So ease of doing business is still not very good in India, and we have to work towards this direction now. So although e-governance has gone ahead, but at the same time, because of these issues, some of these issues, we have e-services. Many e-services are available, but decision making is not yet done, because of every ministry will have their own decisions and own way of functioning. So the citizen actually suffers. So that is why administration and e-democracy is little lower at the moment. So what is the emerging need? Emerging need is we should have platform agnostic solutions, multilingual tools, and then free and easy to use internet mobile applications. So everybody in the previous sections also talked about, we have all platforms, but it is not really common. We have to come up with a common solution. So now we are a little lower, and then when we will have automated decision making process through open government data mechanism, and then open APIs, then we will be actually having digital infrastructure where e-services, e-administration, and e-governance will actually give its better shape. So now also Digital India, Make in India program that talks, because of those issues, the new Digital India and Make in India program has touched upon those initiatives, because as per our learnings, that connectivity, mobile, and all these then are there required for citizens services. So there are 2 broad categories the Digital India program talks about. One is the services, and second is the reforms in government department. So the reforms in government department would actually take care of the back-end issues that we all are talking about since morning. Seamless integration of ministries, and then services platform for all online mobile phones. Then this is a a framework which we develop for smart city concept, where through digital governance we will be having a model smart city where free connectivity like Bihar, Patna we already have, and then everybody will not be using mobile services. Just now sir has also mentioned about what about the beggars? Are we taking care of the beggars? So beggar will not have the e-governance or the mobile phone. So how will we take care of not only the beggars, many people will not have mobile phones. So for them, we'll also have to take care, see the already set up common service centers, the citizen CSCs are already there to take care of those issues. And then CSCs are now growing wider. Passport Seva, Aadhaar, lot many services are being offered. So now skill development also citizen common service CSCs are giving. So now CSCs are growing into giving services for the government as well as training the individuals for private entrepreneurs, giving the entrepreneurs skill opportunity to have entrepreneurs skill development like that. So, and then you have through this fourth level horizontal, this thing as per the Lane and Lee model, when we will have the through a single window model, then we'll have easy access to government regulations also. We can just go and ping one website and then we can get all information. Need not go door to door, ministry that way. And then another is that we have to have a control and command system to run all these, because your services are having, health department is giving one service, education department is giving service, the different services. But to have one common, which gives the ultimate benefit to the citizen, we have to have a command and control mechanism and a 24-hour help desk, which will be actually integrated with all the backends of the various ministries and departments. So for that, this NOFN and other broadband connectivities are also taking care of, is actually taking care of those issues. So blocks are already coming up. Now we have to actually build the building that way. And education, I already heard in midday meal, this focus areas at the moment, as per the school MMP, is now they're looking of quality, governance at school and governance within department. They are not no longer looking at having school, because Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan has already taken care of having one school per 3 kilometer radius. Schools are already there, but now we have to have a quality schools. So quality schools meaning we have to have basic infrastructure, hygiene, that is one part. Secondly, we also have to have the connectivity and how this, teachers can be motivated. If a teacher in Assam can have the exposure of teacher, in Kerala or in J&K, so that they can share their experiences through blogs and other mechanism. So you can enhance and show what success stories you have in your school. So that is there, and then also you can have your career management through technology. So human resource part nowadays, many of the school teachers are not really, there are a lot many trainings happening for them, but at the same time they are not really happy to get so many trainings, because they do not understand why we are given those trainings. I mean, just for the sake of getting trainings, they are getting so many trainings, but they are not really getting actual exposure that they are supposed to get. They still do not know what is happening in Kerala or any other. So through video conferencing, all those mechanisms, they should talk to each other. So those mechanisms we can bring through education. And then for financial management also, there are actually three for quality governance and governance within school: policy administration, financial management and HR. So these are the three basic things which we can talk of. And policy administration, there is a successful story which you have already heard today on the midday meal scheme. Then we can also have scholarships and student tracking. All these are in pockets happening. Many success stories are there also in Bihar, how student tracking mechanism is being done through education. But we have to actually have a bigger platform to actually come up to a bigger scale. Then the other is, some of your international experiences which I have seen from our organization is that through mobile handset, how we are giving trainings to the youths and the college going students. Because everybody is very happy to use a mobile phone. Now all college going students, youths are having phones, and they are very, kind of connected to the society. So they can, if we can have a mechanism through the government school through which they can, give their feedback, and rural level through local content is very important, because we are not talking of the urban students, we are talking also of the areas of rural students who may not have mobile phone. They will have mobile phone, but they would have to have a local content so that they can actually interact freely. So that is what is very, very important, to have local content, this thing for career management, online training, distant training, because although this pre-primary schools are there every 3 kilometers radius, but mid-level school and higher secondary schools are not there, and students, mostly the girls, we all know they do not go too far off. So if we can provide, for their distant learning through mobile, then continuity in education will be taken care of, and higher education can be taken care of. So these are some of the thoughts which we have actually shared, done abroad, not in India. We thought that we can also have in India with those kind of help from mobile phone for education. Then we all nowadays talk so much on social media analytics. So today also I've heard, while coming, I read that PMO is actually coming up of how they can do analytics of the MyGov data, and also the Facebook and Twitter data, how they can actually understand the sentiment analysis. For example, fuel price hike or election in any the state, what is the sentiment of the people? Or if something, dharna rally coming up, how they can take care of those. So those they're trying to take care of all these through social media analytics. So work is already in progress, where you can have, for example, on your fingertips, the policymaker can have the map of India, and then if you can click on Bihar, then you will know what is happening in Bihar. So the key alerts, news media, etc., can be done through social media analytics through mobile phone. And the other is on the energy management, because for the smart city, we all know energy is the key for development, using modern technology in the smart city. These are some of the, the energy management processes which in Infosys we have actually started. The first picture that you are seeing, energy efficiency, there is no light inside. The building in Hyderabad is built in such a way, you do not need, it's all sunlight that comes in. So that is the way, and we can all take care of the energy efficiency, and then also through solar power. All these technologies already available. We have already used all these. Now we only have to work together along with the government, and how to make use for smart city and other initiatives of e-governance. Then other thing also is open data. Open data here I'm talking only in terms of energy, but open data policy is widely being introduced all over the world, and now Government of India has also come up with open data policy, through which everybody is required to share the data, which is sensitive. It's not like that, but there's data that you can actually share. Instead of everybody collecting data and spending so much of money, you please share your data that is already available, so that people can make use of that, and then your public money also, taxpayers' money also will be reduced. So in the first, for the advanced metering infrastructure, that issue was there for the smart grid also, that where will you get the data. Now they have set up the smart meters through which you have the data in place. Now you have to have a policy to share all these data to the fullest potential. Now, some of the emerging technologies for structured and unstructured data. Structured data, the data that is already available in all the ministries, and unstructured data could be from Wikipedia, from social media, all that comes from media, etc. So now, how do you have a good database so that you have a strong, and reliable data in place. So now technologies are there like Internet of Things, machine-to-machine, big data analytics, then open application programming interface. So these are the tools already available, and we are actually using this and now Bihar also in the morning, I understand many data analytics work has already been started, but some of these are the main tools emerging, across the world. It's being used so that you can actually have a common data platform for various platforms and accelerate your decision-making process. So, and then few enablers also I just like to touch upon. One is a social media monitoring solution. Although now, as I said, the PMO has introduced that social media solution, but that is one of the very important tool because it allows the citizen to talk freely and more effectively. You can actually reach out or hear your citizen through this monitoring solution. Then, as I said, open data, also real-time data would create a bonanza of new services. Big data can create results if you have all this data in time. If you have real data, big data tool is available. But how do you actually get that policy has to be drawn? Then only you will have fullest potential, make use of the big data analytics. Then localization tool is the key. Without local content, you cannot reach out to your last citizen of the village. And then policy and leadership, of course, that is there. It's coming up everywhere. But at the same time, some level, decision level at this thing we should have all control of all the data. That is also very, very key. Otherwise, if there are different leaders are there in different things, then they may not have one leader to actually command the entire program. So security and data privacy also through open government data, we are taking care of that, and this is important. And as I said also in the morning, same thing that in Bihar we should set up some IT parks and some knowledge hubs, because so many NGOs and many civil society organizations and many pilot projects are already done and very successfully done. So we can have some knowledge hubs so that it can be spread across. And then some tax mechanism of the state that can be, to attract more and more private entities to come up with SEZ kind of a model. And so that you can bring back talented people of Bihar and have some road shows that, many people are still not aware of, although so many good things are done. So that exposure and understanding, awareness is still a need. So if you have a road show and say, look, this is what we have done and we can do, then also it will come, there will be a change, I'm sure. So that is it in brief, I would like to say. Thank you.